Okay, so we're going to just now go into just some principles and practices to help us through these types of initiations. So I'm going to just share 5 principles that Sean and I have come up with that we think are really helpful. The first one is I matter and my partner matters. The second one is I live in my truth and my partner lives in their truth. The third one is I connect with my dreams for my life and my partner connects with their dreams for their life. Number 4, I honor and take care of myself. My partner honors and takes care of themselves. And number 5, life is my teacher. And my partner is my teacher as I am theirs. I trust life. So, in these principles, there's an acknowledgement of each of our own sovereignty and each of our own responsibility for our own lives and our own emotional states and our own inner work and our own honoring of ourselves. And we all know the beautiful phrase, as within, so without. So, as each one of us lives in our own truth, honors ourselves, connects with our own dreams, loves ourselves, then we will also find that reflected in our partner. So we create everything within ourselves, and then it sort of blossoms on the external with our partner. And just this deep trust and understanding that our partner is our teacher, our partner is our mirror, and vice versa. And so just really trusting, there's so much trust here. And that's what carries us through the really challenging parts, just this constant choosing love and faith. Choosing love and faith is something I wrote down on a little piece of paper after one of our really difficult interactions. I just wrote, I choose love and faith. I'm choosing love and faith in the relationship and in myself and in my partner.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
want to
great.
add anything to that?
I think the seeing everything as a teacher, student, teacher moment is really, really powerful. So we said in the 5th principle was life is my teacher, my partner is my teacher, as I am theirs, I trust life. So that means we're both recognizing that we are sometimes being a student, other times we're being a teacher. We are a student when something's not feeling good. And so when something's not feeling good, that's when the lesson has arrived. And the lesson can be pushed against and it can be resisted. But ultimately, the lesson is there and you are now a student in the dojo, so to speak. And oftentimes our partner, when we're in the middle of the lesson, the partner can't really teach us the way that we might think of teaching and learning in sort of classic ways. But what they've done is demonstrated something for us, the way a teacher may demonstrate a principle of some kind. So they've done a demonstration and we're now in student mode because we are upset by it. We're upset by this circumstance that they've just demonstrated. Right? But we have to try to step out of it and look at it with these types of nomenclature around the events, because it helps us notice the perspective or the what was the word we were using? Proportion, right? Our sense of proportion gets all out of whack with these types of relationships because everything feels so intense. So the proportion gets way out of whack, and the smallest little things are nightmares. So we have to just notice that they're our teacher in that moment. And then also, excuse me, sorry, if they're saying something that you can kind of feel that's probably wise, but I don't like it, right? I don't like it, but it sounds like it's true, but I don't like it. Initially, we can have a lot of each partner will do this, and they'll say very wise things. And like when Tassel and I first got together, I'll just give this really brief example. She basically delivered to me this core principle of feeling your feelings. And no one had said that to me really before. People had said, listen to your heart. And I don't know what that means. Or I didn't at the time. But feeling your feelings, I was like, oh my gosh. So I didn't like that when she first said it. She had said it a couple of times about feeling our feelings. And I was kind of like, I mean, maybe that's for you. I don't know about all that stuff. So I was like, but eventually I trust my partner that she's teaching me a very valuable principle. The reason I'm resisting it is because there's value there, right? Most likely there's either value or there's something else that's going on. But a lot of times there's value at the end of it. And whenever we're uncomfortable, so we see them as a teacher, see you as their teacher sometimes, but always be humble, knowing that sometimes I'm teaching, that sometimes they're teaching me. It goes back and forth. I'm not here to just teach them. They're not here to just teach me. And then we can release some of that pushing against each other's sovereignty that we talked about.